Hello, everybody. Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Listen, you guys, it's one of those mornings. I wasn't even late. I was early, but I'm just trying to set this thing up, and it's not allowing me to. But finally, we are here. We were supposed to start at 7 o'clock, but we're late. Better late than never. We are here now. Good morning, everybody that's joining us today. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. For some reason, I couldn't set up Twitter today. So yes, we are live on two platforms today. If you're joining me from YouTube, welcome. If you're joining me from Facebook, welcome. Okay, Kamalam Gontana Mdletshe, and on this channel, sikhuluma ngama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities, kanye nama-YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button, langezantsi, and the notification bell. Kanti-ke, you can support the channel by liking the stream. You can actually just like the stream right now. Also, there are other ways to support the channel. There's a thanks button that you can press on YouTube. There's a follow button on Facebook. You can follow us. And also on Facebook, you can like the video as well. And please do not forget to watch the adverts if you are watching on YouTube. Okay, so if you are on a Wi-Fi free zone, always let the stream rerun after we are finished over here. Okay, so I am going to do some admin here because I need to check if my stream is monetized, like I always forget. Okay. I always forget that this stream must be monetized before I start. Okay, that is my thing. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're going to start, you guys. I want to do 3 stories, but since we only have 30 minutes, I am not sure how that is going to work out. So we'll do what we can now. If any of the stories is left out, then we will do it later on today. Miss Zamaki, thank you so much, Zama, for joining me. I love it. I love it for you that you were able to wake up this morning. What are you up to? Are you on your way to work or what? Or are you home? Are you one of those lucky people that can be home watching YouTube under the blankets? Listen, you guys. So yesterday, Mthokozizi Thwala, who is supposed to be Senzo Meyiwa's friend, was testifying in court. We're going to go through just a summary of what went on in court, what he says happened, but he is claiming that he was actually tortured by the police. So we're going to talk about that, you guys. I won't be able to go through every single thing that he said, but I will summarize through an article that I think is the best article on Daily Sun that they write about what he's saying when it comes to him being allegedly tortured by the police, you guys. And also, I want to talk about Arthur. I should have put Arthur here because I want you guys to see him. Because this guy, you guys, I think honestly they should just arrest Arthur for fraud. They must not even be specific which fraud. Just put him in jail, say it's for fraud, because there is some fraud that he committed if he's always being accused of committing fraud. But he seems to get away with it. So allegedly is being accused of committing another fraud. Okay, so they're adding to the charge. South Africa must not care about the fraud crime that much because he seems to be getting away with a lot. So something is going on with Arthur Mafokate. Arthur is not new to being accused of doing shady stuff when it comes to business and getting money. So this is not new, but we're going to talk about what's happening with him, what they are saying is happening when it comes to him being accused, these new accusations that they are talking about. Ayanda Zwane, thank you so much for joining me. Abigail Baloyi, morning dear, always watching but silent member. Listen, we love all members, silent, outspoken, all of them. Okay, we appreciate it very much. As long as you are watching, you are appreciated on this channel. So let me just do. Oh, I also want to talk about the Malema story, but I want to talk about the other story I wanted to talk about because I think that will be longer. The article is longer there. I'll talk about what's going on with him and Elon Musk. Okay, there is, if we are able to get to that. Okay, the owner of the X app. Okay, suddenly we went to bed and woke up and Twitter became the X app, and we're like, what the hell? Okay, he's making some comments here. Listen, I always have an issue with, I'm going to say Americans, even though he really is, he is from South Africa. Because listen, I always feel like people that don't have really a full South African experience should not really comment on South African issues like that. Like they shouldn't comment as if it's a personal issue to them if they haven't really had they haven't had a South African experience. Okay, so because sometimes they get it wrong. But anyway, you guys, let's start with the Senzo Meyiwa and Mthokozizi. So let me get this one from our Daily Sun because also Zemoja wrote about it, but let me just get it from Daily Sun. Okay. So you guys remember that there's been an issue when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa case that there are two dockets. Okay. I'm hoping that I get this one right because people take it very personal when you don't get the things right here. Why can't I change this thing? Okay. So I wanted to make this smaller. So there are two dockets, you guys. They say there's docket 375 and there's docket 363, okay, on the same case. How that happened, we don't know, okay? Someone decided that even though there was already a docket on that case, they were going to open another one. So basically, he was being questioned under the investigation of the docket 636, okay, because the first docket, I believe that they were taken as victims, okay, they were in the house, the intruders came in, demanded phones, demanded money, and one of them had a gun. Senzo Meyiwa ended up getting shot. Okay, so under that story, okay, if you are somebody that believes that that is the story, everybody that was in the house is a victim. So there's one docket. Okay, that's one docket. There's another docket where they believe that maybe there wasn't really any intruders, but the people in the house were in the house, but there was never any intruders. So the person that must have shot Senzo Meyiwa must have been one of the people that were in the house. There was never any intruders. If there were intruders, those intruders were sent by somebody to come and kill Senzo Meyiwa. So it wasn't even a robbery. So there is another docket, okay? So there was 375 and then there's 373, 363. Okay. So the 363 they are saying is the one that we are dealing with when it comes to the court case right now. Okay. So he says that he was tortured. I believe that that is when they were doing the investigation on the other dockets where they believe that these people were not really victims. Okay. I hope I'm explaining it well. I hope I'm explaining it well. I hope you're getting it. Okay, you guys. But listen, you guys, I don't know how you feel. And, you're free to come into the comment section and tell me how you feel about it. Listening to him, you guys, maybe I just have a soft heart because honestly, when I was listening to him, I kind of felt like I believed the story of the police collecting him from his home and taking him somewhere and torturing him. And I kind of feel like I'm disappointed in how the police handled that because why would you not want to have a clean investigation if the purpose is to find out what if the purpose is to find the truth? Why do you need to torture the person to get the truth if you want to have a clean investigation? Okay. So I kind of feel like now I understand when Senzo Meyiwa's brother says that the police that investigated this case in the beginning messed up because there's a lot of things that they did that they were not supposed to do. Okay, because obviously it is not right to torture a person. That people might say, "Good, it happens all the time." People, the police do that all the time, but this was a big case, and it was always going to come out that they did that. So I don't know what they were thinking, you guys. So let's just go through what he said. He says happened with this. Okay. So this is an article written by Humuto Madupe because we always acknowledge our sources, and it's from Daily Sun. She has written the story for Daily Sun, and it was written yesterday around 5:30. They wanted me to agree that I killed Senzo. These were the words of Mthokozizi Thwala, the childhood friend of the late Bafana Bafana and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa. Thwala testified in the North Gauteng High Court on Wednesday, the second, which was yesterday, where he told the court that he was tortured by police and wanted him to admit to killing Senzo. Okay, so I guess that was their theory at the time that they felt like he was the one that killed Senzo. I don't know why Senzo's friend would suddenly want to kill his friend, you guys. I mean, what would he stand to gain from it? I don't know, you guys. It's hard for me to believe that he would be the one to do that. Okay. He said he was preparing to go to a rally on the 12th of January 2019 when two officers, a man and a woman, arrived while he was still getting dressed. Remember, Senzo Meyiwa passed away in 2014. So this is like 5 years later that they come and getting him with regards to this. Okay. When I looked before I could open for them, I recognized the female officer as Joyce Buthelezi because I had seen her before in the beginning of the case. I ended up getting the name of the other officer, Makubo, he said. Thwala said he wasn't happy. The officers arrived without notice and told him that they were there to fetch him for another ID parade. Okay, I wonder, you guys, if the police come to your house and they say, listen, we have to get you to go do this 1, 2, 3 somewhere. As a South African citizen, how do I verify that they are supposed to do that, that they are within the law to do that, to get me and take me to some place where I go alone without a family member, without a lawyer, nobody? How do I make sure that they are supposed to do that? Okay. Is the fact that these are the police enough for me to just go anywhere with them? That's the thing. That is a scary situation, you guys, because I guess he did not have a choice but to agree to go. But obviously, you don't know if they were supposed to get him. Okay, he said he didn't want to go first, but eventually agreed to travel with them to Tswane. When they got there, he was surprised to find he was the only person there. When he said he was the only person there, my understanding was that he is saying the other people that were in the house, because remember, he was supposed to do the ID parade. So he must have thought that the others are going to be there with him. But when he gets there, he's the only one there. Okay, the only one with the police. I asked where the other witnesses were, and Mom Joyce told me they too would be fresh. We then arrived in some office where we found Buthelezi, and there were pictures of her on the wall. He said they got there at about 10 p.m. And when he asked about the ID parade, Buthelezi told him it will happen. He said when she left the office, she left as though she was going to prepare for an ID parade. Two officers arrived while I was busy on my phone informing my family and Mandy's Senzo's wife that I had arrived. One of them grabbed my phone out of my hand and asked who I was talking to. Then the other one asked me who killed Senzo. As I was about to answer, they started hitting me and kicking me. Then they accused me of killing Senzo. They continued to assault me, saying that I didn't want to talk. Okay, this must have been something else, you guys. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but when I was listening to him and I was listening to the emotion that came with the voice, I had a different feeling from when I was listening to Uzandi. Okay, and so I don't know, you guys. I kind of feel like this situation did happen. Okay, I know some of you might feel like maybe he is even lying about this situation. I kind of feel like he is telling the truth about these police men or women taking him from his place and going to torture him. Okay. And then he says that, then the other one asked me who killed Senzo. As I was about to answer, okay, then they accused me of killing Senzo. They continued to assault me, saying I didn't want to talk. Thwala said that they assaulted him for an hour and kept saying that he would admit why he killed Senzo. He says they took out a rope and mat, which they placed under me, and they tied my hands. They tied my legs and hands together on my back and put a mat thing under my private parts. They then took a tube and started to tube me. I closed my mouth and nose and tied it at the back of my head. I struggled to breathe. I thought I was going to die. I can imagine that, you guys. If this happened, really, you would think that you are about to die. He told the court that they beat him up for like 6 hours until he PED on himself. What hurt me the most was that there were people who are these were people who were supposed to be protecting me, but they were the ones abusing me like that. The court was adjourned overnight. Okay, so this is what he told the court. You guys, I am just tempted to believe this story. Listening to him, I went back and I listened to this part of the story. Let me be clear. This part of the story, this part where he is talking about him the police going and fetching him from his home and taking him to some place in Pretoria and torturing him. This part, you guys, I kind of feel like I believe him. The other parts, because there's differences to what he says and then what Uzandi says, like I'm at details, sometimes it differs. And I don't know if it's the memory thing, some things they don't remember the details of certain things that we can question, but I just feel like this part of it I believe. I don't know how other people feel about it. I don't know what these police were trying to achieve really, because if you get somebody to confess and they're being tortured, are you fighting to get the truth, or are you fighting for them to admit what you want them to admit? Because at the end of the day, we want the truth. We want to know who killed Senzo Meyiwa. We don't want people to admit to something that they didn't do. Okay, so if you tortured somebody that much, they might end up saying yes, they did it when they did not. How does that serve us? Okay, how does that serve Senzo Meyiwa's family? Because at the end of the day, they still don't know who did it, because the person confessed just because they were being tortured. I don't feel like this was the right way to go about it, even if they believe that he was the one that did it. Okay. So let me just go through the comment section and see what you guys are saying here. Hlubi D, welcome Hlubi D, morning Dando and everyone. I'm glad I caught it live today. We are glad that you are here today. Thelma says, morning Dando. I think the Ngashes mentioned that this guy came to our house and it was suspicious that he said he and jumped back to the Meyiwa house. It was suspicious what he said, and jumped back to Meyiwa's house, and maybe he was taken. And based on that, yes, I guess they had a reason to question him, Thelma, and I agree to that. They had a reason to question him. He was at the house, and if they suspected that he might have been the one that killed Senzo Meyiwa, then they had a right to go and question him. I just question why they would torture him in the process. How does that help the case? Okay. Milano. Hi, Milano. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And we have Trevor Rico as well. Good morning, Trevor. Are you not on your way to work today? Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for everybody that has joined me. Do not forget to like the stream. We do have some time to go through this other article because Arthur Mafokate is up to no good, okay? As usual, is he ever up to any good, this guy? Okay, we used to dance to his music. Okay, if you dance to Arthur's music, you are too old. Okay, you must have a pension plan in place. Okay, if you used to can't be what was Arthur's songs. If you used to dance to Arthur's songs, you must have a pension plan in place, ready for you to retire because you're old. Okay. Nom Sishongwe, morning, 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 welcome. Okay, so this is what they're saying about Arthur, because this one is always getting into trouble. Arthur Mafokate embroiled in another fraud scandal. This is an article by Theo Nyaba. The New Year's Eve party hosted by the controversial legendary musician Arthur Mafokate in 2015 has come back to haunt him. The Democratic Alliance is challenging both the City of Johannesburg and the Gauteng Department of Sports, Arts and Recreation for funding a triple nine music in what they call double dipping during the 2015 and 2016 financial year. Others company Triple Nine Music was awarded a tender to provide entertainment at the New Year's Eve party at the Mary Fitzgerald Square in 2015, and it featured top acts like internationally acclaimed and Grammy-winning sensation Black Coffee Afro-Pop Award-winning duo Mafikizolo, Tommy, Sisi, DJ Zinhle, Busiswa, DJ Cleo, Steve Dyer, Zano, Shimza, and Triple Nine artists, among hot entertainers. In a statement yesterday, the DA said they demand that an investigation be launched. Okay, let me look at this because why do we, okay, I'm just thinking, why did they wait so long? Okay, 2015, 2016. Okay, because at least if you complain the following year, maybe while you were doing the audit, then you picked it up and then you're complaining now. But it was so long ago. But this is what they're saying. In a statement yesterday, the DA said that they demand that an investigation be launched into Mafokate for receiving payment from both the City and Sports, Arts and Culture Department. So he received payment from both the city and Sports, Arts and Culture Department. Oh, this is the double dipping they're talking about. The DA tabled the question on the double payment to Mafokate's company at the Gauteng legislature on the 7th of July 2023. Okay. King Sol Shabalala, a member of the provincial legislature, and DA Gauteng Shadow MEC of Sports, Arts and Culture and Recreation, said in a reply to the party's questions, it was revealed that the department did not have a memorandum of understanding with the city of Johannesburg. Instead, Triple Nine Music was paid a sum of 1 million rand directly. Okay, the department paid this money to Triple Nine Music despite not being partner in the event hosted by City of Johannesburg. So the bavele bamupha nje imali. Hey, u-Arthur uthwele nge-government. I'm telling you, uthwele nge-government because he's always getting these millions from our government. Furthermore, the department confirmed that they had partnered with the city, but the city is denying this. Okay, the city is saying nope, I wasn't part of it. Shabala added that it was worrying that the city paid Triple Nine Music a total of 711,000 for the New Year's Eve party. An investigation must be launched into Triple Nine Music to determine why the company was paid twice for the same service rendered during 2015 and 2016. He said, adding to the DA demands that Mafokate's company must pay back the money paid to him by the department, and that officials involved in the double payment to Triple Nine Music face disciplinary action. It is unacceptable that an entertainment company receives compensation twice for the same service. The money could have been used to maintain our heritage sites, libraries, sporting facilities. Why didn't you just do that? Okay, from the beginning, really. Our residents deserve a government that ensures that all the supply chain management procedures are followed when paying service providers. Meanwhile, the King of Kwaito is enrolled in the lotteries fraud case, which is which so far of the properties being seized by the special investigation. That's why I say just put him in jail for fraud and not, don't even be specific which one, because we know somewhere over there he's guilty of something. Okay, that is my opinion. The SIU said it found that 5 NGOs received a grant funding of about 56.3 million for projects which Mafokate is also allegedly involved. When asked for a comment, instead of answering our inquiry, Mafokate sent a promo on the night with the Legends event. Agadeleli, they're asking him about the fraud. He's sending them a promo for his show. But that's what's happening. You guys listen. This is my opinion, okay? I know legally it's alleged that he's involved in this. And I just feel like Arthur has been, he had his hand in the gravy for a very long time and nobody saw it. He had a way of getting money. That's why he wasn't even doing much music, because music was not giving him much money. I mean, the government was paying him for nothing, okay? Paying him for services twice, okay? So, yes, that is what is going on with him, you guys. I don't know if he'll ever get punished for, because it is a crime, you guys. It might not be murder, but fraud is a crime, okay? Because this is money that is supposed to be used by our government on other things, but they decide to give it to these artists. They decide at some point in their lives that they're going to stop working and just eat money from the government, okay? So that's what's happening with Arthur Mafokate. Nomsishonga, morning. I will nigga. If you ever dance to the original nigga, if you ever dance to that song, you must have your pension plan in place, because time you must have at least one grandchild. If you don't, you are too late, okay? TK, Beje, Buga, even the 2Ks have revamped me. Hey, that's how old it is. This one is Mkulu. Grandfathers to a lot of them. Okay, I'm sure some of his grandchildren he doesn't even know. I agree with you, I know they must, because it can't be that all of these accusations are untrue. All of them, the lotteries commission one, and then this one, and that was not just the first. It's just that we haven't been paying attention to it. But something. This one, okay, you can't just be that rich from Kwaito, guys. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. You can't be owning properties from all over the place, cars here and there, what. Quite though. Phela back then for some production companies abeba raw back and foot. So yeah, Vele, we should have been looking at him with the side eye, Vele. But how are you this rich? When you were just a quiet star. So it was obvious, but yeah, we were not talking about it. We don't want to talk about it. And then they say, as black people, we are. Black people get like that when another black person gets successful. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this one that's going on with Julius Malema. I'm gonna read the actual article because I don't want to get too political because of course YouTube right isn't there's no politics too much on it. And also now yeah, I don't want to get into trouble. But there's something going on with Malema here with Elon Musk. Okay, so let's guys, what does this mean? Ubulela maspa. Hey, guys, please interpret for me, okay? What does it mean? Let me make it bigger so you can say it. What does he mean? Let me make it bigger. I want you guys to interpret it for me. This is what he said. Ubulela mas. Oh, ubulela masipa. Yes, I've been trying whole morning. I'm like, what did Malema say? Guys, don't interpret now. I know. Okay. Kodwa-ke guys, for the very first time in my life, I agree. I agree with Malema Vale. Okay, this is what happened. Apparently, Elon Musk made a comment that Julius Malema didn't like. So this is what Elon Musk posted. Okay, let me see if I can read this one without getting in trouble with YouTube. So it says that Elon Musk posted this on his X app. Okay, I don't follow him as I need to follow. It says they are openly pushing a G side of white people in South Africa. I'm like, who is that? Yeah. And then Julius Malema replied and said, Ubulala Masip. Oh, there it is, Ubulala Masip. Okay. Yeah, you need someone as brave as Julius Malema to swear at somebody in his own app. Okay. He is swearing at Elon Musk in his own app. So, ex-corp chief executive officer Elon Musk has hit out at Julius Malema's "Kill the Bee" song during the EFF's 10th anniversary rally on weekend. By the way, you guys, did you see that event? They really had a great event. I saw something that said that it was paid for by ANC. I need to check that because I was like, ANC paid for EFF's function? What? But I still need to check the facts, you guys. Okay. Taking to social media, Musk said it was a call for genoid and said he wanted to meet the EFF leader to discuss the issue. Hey, Elon Musk needs to take his BP medication before he meets up with Malema because he will have a heart attack after that. Okay, Malema laughed at Elon Musk's hate speech claim and told multi-billionaire businessman that he was talking nonsense. Okay, it's not really nonsense. Masipa is not really nonsense, but we'll take it. Okay, speaking at the media briefing at the party's offices in Johannesburg on Wednesday, the 2nd of August, Malema hit back and said, if Elon Musk wants to learn about the song, the records are there in courts, okay? He was referring to the 2022 Equality Court judgment when AfriForum complained against EFF and Malema over their singing Kill the Bee on multiple occasions between 2016 and 2019, which was dismissed with cost. Malema said that he had no time to educate Musk and suggested the businessman go read the court records. Let him go and read the judgment. Let him go and listen to my argument in court. I argued successfully. There is a court decision that must be respected. Those who have appealed it, they must go and fight it in court. Okay. Malema also referred to the group of white men who wanted to storm the AFF offices before his briefing on Wednesday. This is not a playground. It is a revolutionary house. Here, it is not a place where we are scared of white men here. Here is the only liberated zone in South Africa, he said. The EFF leader also revealed that the party's rally at FNB Stadium over the weekend was funded by ANC. Kanjan, as the governing party through the Independent Electoral Commission. What, you guys? The ANC funded the event as the governing party through the Independent Electoral Commission. Hey, hey, they will find a way to do shady stuff. Yes, we get money from IEC, we get money from Parliament called constituent, but constituent. Okay, let me download English. We get money from Parliament called constituency money. There is money also called parliamentary money. Then our provinces like Gauteng also get political party funding, the same as the Limpopo and many other provinces. Okay, I guess it's above board until one day, one year, we find out it's not so above board, because that always happens, you guys. But anyway, that is what he is saying, you guys. Anyway, listen, I always just feel like as much as we have freedom of speech, you also have to understand the situation before you comment on it. So I'm not sure if Elon Musk even understand what's currently going on in South Africa for him to make that comment. Okay, but anyway, we leave it. Okay, we don't want to argue with the rich people. We don't want to argue with the rich people. So Anna Mohabi, Anna, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it so much, guys. I have to go. I have 3 minutes before I start work. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I will see you in our gossip in the evening. Please, please, please like the stream. Do not forget to like the stream. Okay. And also, we have to set up that live for tomorrow. Go into my community post and vote if you want us to do it at 3 p.m. tomorrow, at 6 p.m., or you want us to do it at 9 p.m. Okay, we just want us to chill at night, okay, because it's a Friday. We're not going to work on Saturday. So don't forget to go and vote, and we will decide after that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegana. Share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Tanda Kakun.